Hey everybody, here's Max Bigley. With me is my good friend Nelson. He is here to help me. Now, if you've seen the title of this video, you're wondering what in the name of flying crap is that? Well, Lay's has had a contest recently on Facebook. They had a little app where you can make up your own flavors of Lay's. 3 flavors won, and I will show you the flavors. You have cheesy garlic bread, which sounds pretty interesting. It's, you know, which really the one thing I hate about American chips is that 90% of them taste like cheese or have some kind of cheese derivative flavor. The other one is sriracha, which is, for those of you who don't know, it's like an Asian hot sauce that's very heavily garlic flavored.
That's what I want to taste.
And the last one, which is the, as you can tell from the title of the video, is Chicken and Waffles. I'm sure this is approved by Roscoe himself. This is something that I'm saving this one for last. This one sounds like it's going to be like the dessert of the bunch. So, and as you can tell by the size of the bags, I'm putting more stock in the cheesy garlic bread and the chicken and waffles than I am the sriracha. So, with that said, I am going to try the sriracha first. We'll try this first. Now, since you've not done this with me before, Nelson.
No, I have not.
No, you have not. What I normally do, and what I've seen a lot of people do, is there's always at least two things that you have to do when you try something, as far as something odd or weird like this. You have to smell it, and it's almost like wine tasting.
Yes, smell it.
However, I'm not a wine person. I find if I want wine, I'll just turn on news TV or something. But so here's the sriracha. You want to try to taste it?
So you smell it, and then what happens?
Smell it, and then you taste it, and just give your opinion. I'll go ahead and go first on this. What does it smell? It kind of smells like just barbecue chips. So
It has a flavor, smell, or scent of kind of a
actually interesting combination
between wasabi and the soy peas and the hot sauce sort of thing. It smells Asian for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe it's from the oil.
To me, it just smells like the barbecue chips, but the taste is, it's got like almost like a sour cream potato chip flavor initially, then it gets you with the hot, and the garlic's in there, but it's not
sour cream and spices. That's good.
Yeah. So
this isn't so bad. Here you go.
Let me do another one.
You should.
And
I could like this chip. It grows on you because the spices keep heating, and that's what you want. You want spice.
I tell you what, the spice in this is actually pretty good, because normally with these kind of things, the spice they never get right.
In this case, they did.
I
think they did. Because it's a lasting effect. The cheese and the
well, it's just supposed to be the sriracha sauce, but
I guess the sriracha hits you first, but then it ends up in spice at the end. You're doing all right. This is a good one. Right?
Yeah,
this is definitely a pass.
Get some agua here to kind of.
Oh yeah, you know, in my
let's cleanse the palate between
my water
tastings.
Bottle here, or in my water container, I'm using an old Bustelo jar.
That's how he makes his coffee. He just pours the water straight into that, and then, but you know, when he runs out, he just keeps using it for water.
Yeah.
Likes it strong.
Bustelo's another topic, but this is the jar.
We can do coffee one day.
No coffee. That has to do 3 videos on that.
We got to go on location for a couple.
Coffee has so much to it.
This is the cheesy garlic bread. This is.
Well, what is this like?
Well, the smell of it is. There's definitely cheese. But here, you can try.
Okay. Oh, and he got so. How can we finish all this right now?
I'm not gonna do how long this video would be if we're sitting here for ever.
Well, this is
finishing these bags
not as strong as your Parmesan, but it's a good,
yeah.
It's a good
But it's got the cheese is a little funky. The smell. I will say that.
A little bit. It's
Sort of.
not as bad as bacteria, but it's not. But I bet the chip itself is thicker. It's better. It's gonna be a little more consistent. See, that's what I don't like about a lot of potato chips is they're too thin.
It kind of tastes bland, to be honest.
Not much to it, but it has a sweet end.
I can kind of taste the cheese of it. Like, you know, if you get like this big piece of Texas toast. I mean, it shows on here like French bread covered. You see that, folks at home or wherever you are, and on the bus or wherever you're watching my videos.
It's a
all three of you.
But you're doing all right.
But it's I don't know. It's kind of bland. This one's really weak. I figured this one would be really good, but
it does have a sweet edge to it, but it is bland, and there isn't a whole lot to it.
When it first popped into my mouth, it tastes like those baked Lay's. That was the first inclination I got from it.
No, but those are more.
Like a plain baked Lay's, but this is just, I mean, nothing there.
This surprisingly doesn't have a whole lot to it. It's a gentle chip, if you like.
That would be more like you're using for dips or something.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Ooh! Now, this is the chicken waffles here.
Now, he said this one is the...
To me, this one...
Coup de grace. Oh, it smells much better.
Yeah. Let's see,
I like the smell of this because it does smell a little syrupy. It smells like waffle.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have much in this way of the scent of chicken, but let's see.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you can artificially capture the scent of fried chicken on a chip, but let me see.
This is better. This is up there with sriracha. It's probably better than sriracha, but they're both...
Actually, this is pretty good. Somebody said it just...
This is better.
When I went to the grocery store to get these, one of the people that worked there actually told me it tasted simply just like pancake syrup, which it has that edge on it, but there is that sort of savory flavor behind it.
But it's waffles.
Which, well, not the waffle, but I'm talking also just the fried chicken. It's supposed to be fried chicken waffles.
Yeah. Fried chicken?
Yeah.
There's not much of that in it.
Roscoe's, yeah, that's what I'm saying, but there's a subtle savoriness to it.
Well, for all of you YouTubers who love food, this is the
I would
say the snacks in this case are, these are the side of snacks that are when there's actually nothing in the house.
But you know what? I have to say something. The flavors on these are not that strong. The sriracha one is probably the strongest as far as what it's supposed to be. Now, one thing I have to say,
but these are Lay's products.
Yeah, Lay's products. I was going to say something is that for those of you who don't know, Lay's has a sister company in the UK called Walker's chips, crisps, and their flavors are very, very, very strong. They have very good flavored chips, with some of which I wish would come over here. Smoky bacon. They have like Worcester sauce and steak and onion and all these other great flavors. But they only come in like the little tiny bags like this, like the one that sriracha came in. So, the thing is, this is the main. They don't have humongous bags like that in the UK, which is, I guess, that's why there's not too many fat English people.
Unlike us, we as Americans, we love.
We carry our food resumes in our shirts, so we.
All anybody has to do is take one look, and they say, "Oh, you're from there." Oh. Well, we have big bread baskets. This is this right here. This is what is known as our bread basket.
That's one thing. Nelson has always said is, comment he's heard over the years is always follow a fat man to dinner.
You will not be disappointed.
And that's something that I have similar, phrasing that, if you want to find out what food is good, ask a fat guy. Because he's obviously, I mean, fat people are fat for a reason, and it's because either A, that they like food, B, because they're lazy, or C, they live in a trailer park in Alabama. I mean, I don't know. Or they have the I'm not going to make a pop culture reference.
They have.
Make up your own Honey Boo Boo joke, okay?
There you go.
But I mean, as far as these are concerned, I really thought the chicken and waffles one was going to be really, really
I think
over sweet. I thought it was going to be like super sweet. almost like a dessert kind of thing. It's more savory. It does have that sort of maple syrup flavor to it, but it's more savory. It's got the savory's leading on the sweetness to it. Cheesy garlic bread's like barely even there. I mean, you have to have like a whole mouthful of it in order to even try to taste it. So I don't know how that won, other than the fact that they just don't like flavoring anything. And the sriracha, I think, is probably the winner out of the one I put the least faith in is the one that's actually really, really well. I think that's pretty much it. I will thank you, Nelson, for doing this with me. I appreciate it.
We'll do some other stuff.
This is I've only done a few of these food challenges before. This is actually sort of pedestrian for some of the stuff I have done before. I've done something called natto, or it's a I think it's like a soybean kind of dish that has to be refrigerated. It is cold, but would you be interested in trying that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So maybe you might see Nelson again, and he'll be with me trying to natto.
You gonna review Vegemite or any of those? Or any of those types of?
I've had it. Have you ever? You've never had Vegemite, have you?
No, but
or Marmite. Okay, no, well, for your sake, we might do it.
It would be a good review.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Before I go, if Mike, C, if you happen to see this, I give you the challenge to try these and tell me what your thoughts are on this. I know that you, in my opinion, I think these are pretty pedestrian, but you've eaten things that, my friend, I am way too. I cringe too much to think of eating what you've eaten. However, if you have any more of those duck tongues, send them my way. But anyway, folks, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.